Hey everyone, RJ here. Welcome back to the channel, and today I'll be doing a speed test comparison between the Samsung Galaxy A71 5G and the Samsung Galaxy A21. Let's get started. Okay, so before I get started, I want to give you a few specs between these two devices. Now, some of y'all may be saying, this is not a fair comparison. You got an A71 5G versus an A21, and yeah, I know that the A71 5G is more powerful of a phone, but this here is a difference in price. You know, you got retail prices here. Now, I'm not going by, you know, what you can get them in a port-in or a contract or whatever the case may be. I'm going by retail price, okay? Now, you can still buy the Straight Talk A21 right now for $99. However, if you go to Walmart.com, Boost Mobile is selling it for $199. Total Wireless is $249. If you want to buy Unlocked, it's $249. And it is the variant of this, which is the lowest variant. Even for the Unlocked model. Now, you can get this here in different variants. However, I'm just judging it by the variant that I have and what I've seen it for the lowest price at $249 if you buy it Unlocked. But you can, right now, still get it for $99 at Walmart if you're interested. Now, the A71 5G fully unlocked for all carriers is still $599. Now, you may be able to get it at a discount price here and there, like I said, but at retail price, you know, this phone is a lot more expensive than the A21. So starting out with just a couple of specs here on these devices. Now, the Samsung Galaxy A71 5G runs the Exynos 980 octa-core processor. This version here is 6 gigabytes of RAM with 128 gigabytes of onboard storage. Now, for the Galaxy A21, it runs the MediaTek Helio P35 octa-core processor with 30 gigabytes of RAM and 30 gigabytes of onboard storage. This has a 6.7-inch Super AMOLED Plus display at 1080 by 2400, and the A21 has a 6.5-inch 720 by 1600 resolution display. It is IPS LCD, and both have 20 by 9 aspect ratios, and both of them do run Android version 10. So, with all that being said, let's go ahead and boot them up in 3, 2, 1 now. There we go. So we're going to see which one's powers up first. Now, AMOLED over here, IPS LCD. You're going to see a big difference here in the display. Now this here is the Straight Talk variant. It will say track phone logo startup, so that may slow it down a little bit, but you know, we'll see which one happens, or we'll see what happens. So the A71, of course, starts up first, and we're still waiting here on the A21. And there it is. Okay, so here on the app page on both devices, the A71 5G has a beautiful Super AMOLED Plus display. Here you have a IPS LCD display. I'm not really sure why Samsung, you know, backed down to that when the A20 had an AMOLED display, but that's just the way it is. Now, if you can buy this phone for $99, this display will do just fine. But if you're paying $250 for it, I would be very upset. I mean, just the viewing angles here are awful here on the A21. But looking at it straightforward, you know, the display looks fine. Nothing really wrong with it whatsoever. I got some, you know, some hate for saying that in my other video with the A21, but it's the truth here. So for 99 bucks, the display looks great. For $249, I'd be a little disappointed. But anyway, let's go ahead and check out some Geekbench 5 scores. Okay, so you know the A71 was going to pretty much take it here with the Geekbench 5 score at 614 single core and 1897 multi-core here on the A71, and 169 single core and 991 multi-core here on the A21. Both run Android version 10. Now, the funny thing with how this looks to my eye compared to the camera is that in real life, this has a beautiful white display, a punchy blue color up top here. This has more of a pinkish, dull look with a dull blue up here. But on camera, it looks like that this A21 has a more brighter white, more vibrant look to it. And this here has a more pinkish hue to it. Not really sure why. I think it's just a Super AMOLED with the cell phone cameras. I see that a lot with AMOLED panels with cell phones. So, but yeah, it's flip-flopped. That's just the way it is. So just kind of giving you a heads up there with that. Now, let's go ahead and clear everything out. Now, I want to mention this here before I get started in with the app test. You know, I've said this over and over again, but I feel like I got to say it in every video like this. These are not scientific tests, okay? It's just two phones side by side on the same network with the same apps just to see, you know, which phone can open the app faster, okay? It will not be any indication of how your phone will work in day-to-day usage with heavier usage and stuff like that on either device. I will be doing a series of speed test comparisons with different A series phones with the A71 versus the A21, A31, A50, stuff like that. I have got requests to do the A51. I don't see that happening right now. But anyway, with all that being said, let's go ahead and get in with the test, starting now. That was the A71. Let's go into YouTube. A71, calculator. A71 again, calendar. A71, clock. A71, target. A71's up. And then we go with the A21. Amazon. That was the A71. Instagram. A71. Play Store. That was the A71 once again. Prime Video. Trying to press them at the exact same time. If I'm a little bit off, I do apologize. Snapchat. A71. Twitter. That was the A71. Netflix. A71 by a little bit. Temple Run 2. Alright, so there we go. It's loading up here. And yeah, already on the game here on the A71. And there it goes on the A21. The gaming is where you're going to see this A71 really dominate here. So yeah, much slower there on the A21. Dead trigger. That was definitely the A71. And there's the A21. Let's go back home here. Okay, let's go back home here. And we'll go into PUBG Mobile. So there you have it. I mean, you know, that's just the app open and test. You know, of course, the A71 is going to be a faster device, but of course, your daily usage is going to differ, you know, of course. But where you're going to see the biggest, really, in everyday performance, the A71 is definitely going to take it when it comes to performance. And of course, I got some pop-ups here on this one here. So I'm going to give it to the A71 because we know it's going to be faster. And PUBG, for some reason, I'm going to change this game because for some reason, it just, yeah, you got to go through all these X's and all this stuff here. You know, just to get to the home screen. So with all that delay I just done, it's ready to play, and we're still sitting here waiting on the A21 to actually start up. So yeah, we're gonna just go back home here, not even wait on that to even get started. So there you have it. I mean, you know, 600 retail, 249 retail. Do you think this phone is worth 249? No, let me know down below in the comment section what y'all think about that. But now, let's go to some RAM management here. Of course, 6 gigabytes of RAM, 3 gigabytes of RAM. We'll start off with dead trigger since PUBG did not load all the way up here on the A21. So we'll start up here. Both of them were actually open and ready to go. Okay. Temple Run 2. Alright. Netflix. Reload on the A21. Twitter. Snapchat. Don't matter when I press these. A reload there on the A21. Play Store. Both were open. Instagram. Amazon. Had to reload there on the A21. Target. Reload on the A21. Clock. Reload A21. A21 reload. So yeah, everything is reloading here on the A21. YouTube was open, and the Bible had reload on the A21. So RAM management, not the greatest on the A21, but then again, there is 16 apps open in the background. So, you know, but the A71 5G handled everything like a trooper. And to be honest, I mean, if you got the money to spend on an A71 or any A series, whatever, I mean, you're seeing the performance there. So let me know down below in the comment section what y'all think of these devices here. For self-informative in any way, hit that like button. Any questions, leave it below. And if you're new around here, be sure and subscribe for further content. I sure would appreciate it. Hit that bell for notifications. Y'all have a good one, and thanks for watching.